Yeah, hi. I'm Jyoti Rai. I'm working as a vice president in a company and a mother by heart. Today I'll be taking you through a recipe which is close to my heart because my son loves it. It's chicken soya bean in cashew nut gravy. For my son, I am the master chef. So he loves it. So that's what prompts me to cook more of it. Let me take you through what is the ingredients of this dish. First and foremost, obviously the chicken pieces, which has been boiled in cinnamon for almost 15 minutes, and they are chopped in cubes. Then there is healthy soya bean, which is extremely rich in protein, which is soaked for almost 20 minutes in water. Then as you can see, I have kept chopped onions, some which are in big sizes and some are which are nicely finely cut in straight. Then there is one tomato, which is in which the skin of the tomato is removed so that it can blend with the other masalas. Then there is almost 50 grams of cashew nut gravy which I have made by soaking them for almost 2 hours in water, and I've made it. I minced it in a mixer. Then there is garlic, 5-6 cloves of garlic, raw ginger, and one chili. Since it's my son's dish, it's not profound with a lot of chilies. And there is no ready-made masala which will be used. These are real traditionally Indian kitchen flavors, the garam masala and cloves and tej patta. 2 spoons of oil, and once it warms up, I'm gonna fry these onions in it. In the meantime, the big onions which we have chopped, which is almost 2 onions which I have chopped, all the raw ginger, the garlic and the chili, we'll blend it. Okay, I'll just put a little water in it so that it mixes well. To enhance the flavor of this, I use jeera while I make the paste of onion, which ideally I'll be putting a little later, but this is to enhance the flavor of the dish. It's almost done. In the oil I'm putting little half a tej patta, 1 big elaichi, and I will be putting these chopped onions. Around 10 minutes to fry this up so that it becomes golden brown, and if it's not, then the entire dish taste would not come up so well. In the entire dish there is no artificial enhancement of color, there is no artificial enhancement of any flavor. They are very natural, something which is available in everybody's kitchen, and it tastes really yummy. The onion is turning golden brown now. After having roasted this, now we are putting the paste which we made of onion, garlic and ginger. I'm using lemon in it, though I will be using little salt, but lemon would really bring the tangy flavor. This will take another almost 10 minutes for it to blend with the onion which was earlier fried in it. Then we'll be adding tomato which has been grinded without its skin. While this is getting cooked, we are going to add homemade garam masala, just half a spoon, because it's, look at that, the way the aroma starts coming out. It's amazing. Till it gets cooked, I'm going to remove the soya bean from the water which I had soaked. So that is something which I would definitely mention, that for aromas to set into the chicken pieces, it's must that you boil it slowly with the right spices, and it approximately takes you 20 minutes. Finally chop it into cubes, and we'll be adding it once the dish is ready. Here I mix the soya with the chicken. Completely turned brown. Half a tablespoon of Salt is what one you can put, and very little red chili. Red chili just for a tinge of spice. That's it. As you can see, the nice golden brown color of the masala is, we've almost reached the stage, and this is when we can add the tomato into 2-3 spoons of tomato, and we just have to mix it well. Let it cook for another 5-7 minutes. Oil, and we'll just cover it for 5 odd minutes. By the time it will be ready. Now it's all done. Let me open the lid. Wow, it's ready for us to put the chicken and the soya we have made. We'll mix it with the masala. Let the masala be nicely, let it simmer inside the chicken and the soya. Mix it well. Now I'm going to mix the cashew, which I had soaked in water for almost 2 hours, and I grinded it. Over mixing it with the rest of the stuff, and we're going to wait for it to get nicely blended with the rest of the masala. And I'm just going to take 5 minutes. I've covered it with the lid. One thing we need to keep in mind is that if it's a cashew nut gravy or a cashew or an almond mixed gravy, it should always be added only at the end, and it should not be left to cook for too long. 5 minutes is max. It quickly gets simmered inside the chicken pieces, and it doesn't need prolonged cooking, else we may lose out the entire flavor. As you know, this dish is about flavors, the in-home ingredients, and no artificial flavors are used, or no home or already made masalas are used. So we're just gonna wait for 5 minutes, and the dish is gonna be ready to be served. The dish is ready, and wow, look at the creamy texture. It's finely blended with our chicken and soya, and ready to be served. I served this chicken and soya dish with chapati, preferably chapati with whole wheat, and just garnish it with cashews, more of it. It's ready to be served. Aryan!
Wow, Mama.
You like it?